Okay, I just kicked everybody out of the other meeting, so we got a few more people.
Yeah, either way, yeah.
Let me know when you believe it's good to start.
Yeah, but the first time I was doing it from your
Right. No, yeah. I'm with you. Okay, cool.
So now, hopefully, let me see if it does.
Okay, I'm gonna have you start.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eric, for having me. It's always a pleasure. And briefly about me. Hi, everyone. I'm Lubo. I'm from Deepnote. I'm a head of education here at Deepnote. What it means, I'm responsible for all the professors' work, as well as all the educational segment which we have here. And before we actually start into the demo, I would like to spend just a couple of seconds on what's Deepnote. So Deepnote is basically a new kind of data science notebook that is fully built for collaboration. It's fully compatible with Jupyter, as well as it works magically just in your browser. No need for installation. So it's super easy to share with just one click. And what we actually do for universities and what we actually offering. Deepnote is completely for free for all the educators, researchers, students, and professors. So when you sign up to Deepnote with this education email account, what you will get is this pro kind of account with all the benefits as unlimited team members, unlimited projects, as well as some history snapshotting, and so on and so on. So with that being said, let me kind of directly jump into the platform and show you how does it look like. So this is Deepnote. As you can see, it looks quite similar because it's based on the Jupyter notebooks, as I mentioned. And in order to make this session maybe a little bit more interactive, I would like to invite you directly to the working environment with me. So you can click through and read my demo, as well as to kind of see how does it look like and what's the feel. Eric, I might need your help maybe distributing this link, but I got it. There we go. So this is for everyone. Awesome. So as you can see on the left side, we actually have this place called Workspaces. This is where is your class basically based, and this is where all your students would be living, as well as where you click on your integrations. You can see all the classes which are here, and so on. Right now, we are in this particular project. This project is just Python basics for the data science, just for the demonstrational purposes. But on the left side, you have this, let's say, organizational panel for your workspace. On the right side, on the other hand, this is more, let's say, technical. So we have this section called projects, where you can actually play around with your environment, enter terminals, as well as you see some variable explorers, which is quite useful for all the students who are like playing around, and they can see all the variables. Then we have the section called integrations. So if you want to plug in your GitHub repository or anything from SQL to Snowflake, feel free to do so. We currently support, I believe, like all the cool things out there in the modern data stack. And yeah, and coming back to this, we do actually have another column, which is called comments. So here, each student can actually comment and tag their professors. So for example, now I'm like able to tag anyone, say just, hey, how is it going? And then I will receive email notification about some commenting. So this is another way how you can basically interact with your students and kind of make it more interactive. Moving on, we do have also like a history snapshot. So what you can see here is that I executed a couple of blocks 35 minutes ago. I play around with it, but what is super cool is our actual preview versioning. So on top of all the Jupyter notebooks, as well as on the topic, on the top of all the functionalities, what you can do, you can basically click on the preview, and then it will ask you what were the merges, and then you can restore it from the history. I'm not gonna do that, but it's an option. And moving to the like a core of Deepnote, and that's actually the notebook. As you can see, it's familiar with the Jupyter notebooks. So it's fully functional as a Jupyter, and you would expect. But on top of that, we have a couple of cool features. So for example, we have code, as you would expect. I can start by pressing and editing like a codes or markdowns, as well as some headings. So to make your, let's say, Jupyter more appealing and more, let's say, as an educational tool, you can add different blocks. Apart from those, let's say, basic blocks, what we also offer is an R text inputs, some type of selectors. So let me just maybe demonstrate. We have this cool like input function. So if I change this and then I'm ready to like execute print, then the input will change accordingly. Not just that, we also do have like a sliders, so you can use it. Then we have also like different data inputs and so on. What also is super cool about Deepnote are those small visualizations. So what I basically did, I uploaded actors, a CSV file from data aid learning curriculum, and now moving it to the data frames. And now I'm just like able to just execute on this one. And I can see this pre-visualization, such as like a total gross salaries, number of movies who those actors actually produced, as well as some basic statistics. Another block which we fully support in Deepnote is this data SQL. So what I'm actually able to do, I am actually able to get my SQL, run some query, and then save it as a variable. And later I can apply my Python into this like a variable. Awesome. What also is super cool about Deepnote, I believe, is then we have this data visualizations. So what you can do, you can insert your data visualization such as chart, and then I can visualize the data frame. And this is like a nice way for students, how to kind of use it. Overall, like how is Deepnote used for teaching? We do have like two different levels of access levels. So what we support. Sorry, my headphones stopped working. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry for that. So I was talking about the different access level which we have. First one is on entire like a workspace. So what you can do, you can basically adjust the access level for your students for the entire class. Here you can see they can be users, they can be editors, or even like admins. What is kind of like suggested is to make your students as editors. In that way, they are able to create any project as well as edit them. And then we have a different access level. That's the second access level, and that's inside and directly located inside of the project. So here, if I click, I already like invited all of you with the editing access level, but if I'm about to change it to just only commenting option, now any one of you will not be able to basically edit the code, neither execute. What you can only do, you can basically comment. And that's the way how it kind of works with the students, because you don't want your students to kind of destroy accidentally your learning curriculum or things like this. Awesome. So when I'm kind of done with any sort of analysis or applying my Python as well as running queries, then what is quite cool and quite useful with Deepnote is integrating publishing feature. So what it basically does is it's a great way for your students to present their outcomes as well as their analysis. So what they can do, they can click here on the share and publish button, go to this publishing section, open the publishing editor. And what it will do, it will kind of allow me to publish my Jupyter notebook in two layouts. First one is an article and second one is a dashboarding. What I also have, I have like an ability to play with it around. What I can also do is, for example, just show the code, or I can hide the code, as well as I can be like moving around with the blocks and kind of, doing it like this. And when I'm happy with the dashboard, then what I just have to do is publish the changes. I click on the publishing. The changes will be published, and then I can open it inside of the dashboard. So this is sort of like a final outcome of your students to present in front of the class, without seeing the code, just kind of like looking at the results. For now, the results don't look that good because I haven't played with the dashboard for long, but you get the idea. And the same basically applies for the article, which is more on the scientific side and academic side of a look. Awesome.
So let me maybe spend a couple more seconds on this workspace left page, because what we actually encourage all the students and all the professors and TAs who are working with Deepnote is to kind of have this section of the classroom, as well as students, what they can do, they can basically click on the project and they can hit the button duplicate, and they can duplicate their own projects to, let's say, class 203, which is located right here, to their private space. This is each of the students' private space where they can, for example, like work on their homeworks, they can finish up with their exercises, and after they are done with it, they can hit button duplicate, and it will be saved in this sort of like a private section. So no teacher will be actually able to see it. If the students actually wants to kind of share it back after his assignment or her assignment is done, then they are more than happy to do so. And as a teacher, you will see it in this share with me section, where you can like filter all your students' assignments, and you can kind of like do it this way. Yeah. So on top of that, we have like a really nice documentation. So if you go and hit like deepnote.docs, then a lot of information is allocated there. And what we actually do have is this chat support. So it's also nice, you know, if you are struggling with some changes, or if you are struggling with the code or with the platform itself, you can like send us message, and we will get back to you in that particular time. Awesome. So are there any questions for now? Okay, I will be assuming not. I also would like to spend a couple of more minutes on describing the environment. Deepnote runs fully in the... Awesome, this looks awesome. Thank you for making the pro version free for teachers as well as for the students. Yeah, I would like to spend a couple of more actual seconds on this environment. What we actually provide to all the professors and students for free is this, let's say, standard machines. So, you know, if you would be actually working on some more, let's say, machine learning models, or you would be actually in the need of some heavy lifting, there are also options to kind of like pop up your machines and kind of work on that. Yeah. For the environment, and spending a couple of more seconds on the environment, what we support are currently like almost like all the newest versions of Pythons, as well as your local Docker. So what you can do, you can basically run any sort of a language, I believe so, as well as we do support R. So, you know, what you can do, you can like combine those two languages in this. Awesome. We also do have amazing explore and community page. So, you know, feel free to see the use cases which have been done for the Deepnote, and as well as we do have like an amazing community where you find like a help of fellow educators or fellow students, and everyone is just like posting cool stuff here and trying to be their best. Perfect. So I will maybe repeat my question. If there are any questions about the platform, about the team, or about how Deepnote can be actually used for the education or not, and I will be waiting in the chat. Okay, no questions at this moment. So let me jump back to the demo. We have also terminals. So what you can basically do, you can use an open terminal in Deepnote like this. You can open as many terminals as possible. So you know, what you can then do is basically get GitHub repository and link it to your GitHub, and then use terminal to push as well. So this is another way how to kind of like use our platform. And overall, I think what we are trying to achieve here is kind of being in the movement of an ocean, where you can see all your data science classes located, as well as all your informations basically in this one space. And then what you can do, you can basically click through, group your projects and make the classes all the as accessible for everyone inside of that. So you can see there can be only a private space for teachers, or you can have different classes and so on and so on. Perfect. So that was Deepnote. So if there are no other questions, I'm more than happy to kind of forward you our actually to our Deepnote webpage, which is located to our Deepnote webpage, where you have education. So this is us. You will find all the information here, as well as we created this amazing teaching guide, which is basically telling you how to get started with Deepnote, as well as what it is, and basically refreshing and kind of deep diving all the informations which I kind of illustrated. Yeah. So those are the things. We also kind of have the term descriptions, problems which we are solving, and so on. And most importantly, how to get started. How do you get started with Deepnote? You basically hit to the workspace. You click on the create a new workspace. After you sign up with your educational email, then hit this button, create a new workspace, click on it, and proceed with kind of a workspace. So I encourage everyone to just hop on, try it, and then I'm more than happy to also jump on the call with you and kind of help you to pre-set up the class for you, or just help you in any sort of a way to help you ensure that everything is running smoothly. Perfect. So that was me, Eric. If you have any particular questions, I'm more than happy to answer them once again. And I'm happy to leave my email for anyone who is interested in our platform.
Did you see the request to show R?
Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have any an open project ready to show R. So I encourage anyone to try it. On that note, I have to admit that our Python game is on much higher level than the R. So we are in the process of kind of preferring Python, but R will work as well. And for the second question, there are no limits of how many workspaces can you create as an educator. What I would like to encourage you is to basically, when you are signing up, use your educational emails, because that way we actually understand that and we know that you are an educator and you are coming from an educational environment. So this is our only request. When you are actually creating the workspace, then there is this sort of a place where you click on the education, and then you can insert your education email. Awesome. So if there are no other questions, once again, I'm more than happy to actually invite you to this classroom demo for you to try. So now I'm gonna invite you to the entire workspace. How I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna distribute the link and this chat. So just click on it. I will invite you as a members. So feel free, to play around within the environment, and you can join the Deepnote and play with it. And once again, if there are any questions, my email lubo@deepnote.com, and I'm more than happy to answer any of them, or hop on the call to kind of help you with the setup. Perfect. So that was from me. Eric, I don't know if I should stay a couple more minutes to actually answer any other questions which might kind of come my way, or whether I can
Yeah, I mean, I can just leave the room open, so you can stay in here as long as you want.
Okay.
It's awesome. Thank you. If anybody who's listening, if anybody teaches Data 8 in Deepnote, we would love to know about it. Because we would love to highlight that if there is somebody that does that.
We actually try to kind of implement all of this, some sort of like a learning curriculum template for Data 8. So all the participants could, could find it here. So the main idea is actually, to use your learning curriculum, which is amazing, and then kind of fit it in on the workspaces, which are located on the left side. So it would kind of fit the structure of the Deepnote. Yeah.
And I just threw a link in the chat. Oh, that is really cool. That is super cool.
So once again, as mentioned, all the participants who are invited to this like workspace, they are more than happy to jump on and just utilize it. What we have basically just done. Yeah, and that's a super valid question from Erwin. Sorry about your pronunciation. Whether there have been some sort of like a problems with R and when importing certain packages. We have seen those in the past. What you can do if you have any specific package in mind, drop me email and I can see what we can do about. Okay, and I will look into this particular package and we will make sure that it's working. Once again, I will leave my email here, so I'm more than happy to jump on the call to kind of help you fix that. Maybe let me ask like this little experiment and social question. How many of people have heard about Deepnote before from 10 attendees, which we are having right here? I know, Eric, you have, but what about others? If I can just see some reactions in everyone chat. Awesome. So not that many. I kind of expected it. Yeah. Once again, try it, give it a shot, and if you like it, then I'm more than happy to kind of guide you through the setup and stuff like this. The vision for Deepnote is that we really want to stay like free forever for the educational segment, and we never like plan to monetize on this. So this is maybe like good to know in the future, and also. Okay, perfect. Eric, once again, thank you so much for having us, and we hope to stay in touch and for the future collaboration.
Hey, awesome. Nice to see you, Lubo. And sorry, I'm like kind of multitasking because we had a few things going on. We had a real nice presentation from Aliana yesterday, and we're really happy that we have like a Aliana Deepnote bridge. I think that's a great thing. I encourage everybody to try it out. I think this is a real polished version for teams of collaboration. Deepnote is just really pushing a lot of the frontiers of making team functionality work in this space. Yeah, thanks. This recording will be posted, so hopefully people can come back and look back at it. And the Deepnote team is pretty there. They'll answer your emails and get back to you if you have any specific functionality questions.
We try our best. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful day and goodbye.